What would you do if you felt that you were being mistreated in your marriage, and yet all of your wounds were invisible? The wounds were to your soul, to your spirit, to your very personhood, and you were so ashamed and embarrassed that you didn't want to tell anybody, and maybe the few people that you did tell, they didn't understand, they didn't get it. You're afraid to tell your pastor, you're afraid of the counsel that you might get, you're afraid to tell your friends, and so you hid in shame. Hello, I'm Dr. David Hawkins. I'm the director of the Marriage Recovery Center, and I have become a specialist in emotional abuse. And emotional abuse is an aspect of domestic violence, make no mistake about that. But it's an aspect of domestic violence that is not talked about enough, because the abuse, you see, is to the spirit, it's to the person. We have a desperate need when we share our feelings, when we share our thoughts. We have a desperate need to be understood, to be validated. You know, if I feel threatened by something you're doing, I want you to look at me and care. I want you to validate my feelings. I want you to hear my feelings. I want you to understand my feelings. And I want to be able to influence you. But in the emotionally abusive marriage, where there are all of these invisible wounds, there's this invisible abuse, then what I say isn't taken into consideration. My feelings are dismissed. In fact, worse than dismissed, I'm told that I am crazy. I shouldn't be thinking what I'm thinking, feeling what I'm feeling, doing what I'm doing. I really just shouldn't be who I am. And in fact, now I feel an incredible pressure to be somebody else, to be who you want me to be this caricature of who you want me to be. That's what happens in the emotionally abusive marriage. Invisible abuse. It's incredibly real, and it takes the form of invalidating feelings. It takes the form of blame shifting. It takes the form of scapegoating. It takes a form of gaslighting. All of these things make my head spin. They make me feel crazy, and because I doubt myself, I'm not sure who to turn to for help, and that leaves me feeling incredibly alone. So you see, this issue, invisible abuse, is epidemic. It's absolutely epidemic. I receive emails every day, phone calls every day, absolutely, make no mistake about it, every day, from mostly women, sometimes men, but mostly women, who are emotionally abused. It's also called covert emotional abuse. And it is rampant, it is epidemic, and for the life of me, I, as a clinician, as a clinical psychologist, I'm perplexed and befuddled that I don't know who's listening. I'm just stunned. I don't know who's listening. I know you are. I know you care about this topic. So I really hope that we can start an epidemic of healing, an epidemic where there is just a landslide of interest and concern and care, so that we're going to begin interventions into this problem. Clinicians are going to learn more about it. Churches are going to clamor for specialists to come in and talk about these problems. So I want you to know that we care, we're listening. I want you to know that in the days ahead, I believe more books are going to be written about this. I believe there's going to be a greater level of interest, and I believe that healing is going to happen. So If you are suffering from invisible abuse, covert emotional abuse, domestic violence, I hope that you will speak up. I hope you'll find someone who cares, who will listen, who knows about this problem and is going to help you find a way out. There's going to be an intervention brought to bear so that he is going to be held accountable for blame shifting, denial, minimization, justification, gaslighting, all of these behaviors that are so damaging to you. If you'd like my help with this problem, I'm happy to help. Again, I'm the director of the Marriage Recovery Center, and you can call our office at 206-348-5247, 206-348-5247, and we are happy to help and reach out to you. Okay. Look more at our website, marriagerecoverycenter.com, for more useful information on this topic. Keep pressing forward. Reach out for healing. I want you to receive it, and it's available to you. Take care.